Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy howdy!
Proper stuff is actually going to happen in this episode, and hopefully we don't have to, cut it short again. Because I actually felt really bad about that for some reason. I probably shouldn't worry about it too much, but my feelings are my feelings.
And speaking of lamenting over your feelings, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator!
I'm We Square!
Well, silliness aside, I just want to say this. While editing the previous episode, I noticed something important. Now, I kind of put it in the title and the description, but of the previous one, We had been joking and calling out, oh, Schmidt's apprentice has got to be Novartis. That's the only way that explains how he's acting. Look at that weird thing, G. Schmidt, F. Novartis. Like, why do engineers always get named like this? And so we said it and called it out. But it turns out the first disciple was Franz Reinfeld, and I thought about that while editing. I noticed some other tells, and I just think it's very fascinating, and we should probably mention it. Novartis is obsessed with weapons technology. Franz Reinfeld was a genius weapons developer who some of the stuff he developed when he was Schmidt's apprentice is still being used today by the military. Franz Reinfeld, like the rest of his family, is blonde. F. Novartis is blonde.
Franz Reinfeld took the Reinfeld family name over his own when he married Irina Reinfeld.
Meaning he has another last name.
F. Novartis?
Franz Novartis? The newly recruited Sharon Kruger was deployed to Ruhr to make contact with Franz Reinfeld, and then something horrible happened to Franz Reinfeld accidentally? Or did she succeed in her mission? Wasn't she actually there to recruit the weapons developer?
Did Franz Reinfeld die so that F. Novartis could join Ouroboros? Is that what she meant?
That's what it kind of seems like. Another thing that's really important, we have been getting so much information on Franz Reinfeld lately.
Yeah.
We know that he's got to be the leader of the Black Workshop. I'd be terrifyingly shocked if he's not. That's what Elisa reacted to, and in Trails, you don't just start bio-dumping characters if they're not going to be important.
Yeah.
When Sharon talked about how she had her special mission to make contact with Franz Reinfeld, she was a newly recruited member of Ouroboros. Ouroboros had just finished up a mopping up operation with one of its rivals and then absorbed the remainder into their own ranks. Clearly at the time they were interested in growth. It just makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense, though, is Novartis is making ions for the Society, and if Novartis is Franz Reinfeld, he's also the leader of the Black Workshop working for presumably Osborn.
And the gnomes.
Or is at least the leader of the gnomes, supposedly.
Now, we have seen many Anguists decide to just go off and do their own thing, and they're just as free to do what they want as any of the Enforcers are.
It happened with Weissman. Vita's currently doing it, because Vita still has her title as an Anguist.
Yeah! So it wouldn't be that unusual, but it does mean that Ouroboros kind of has someone on every side of this altercation.
If we're right about Novartis being Franz Reinfeld, there's no way for us to know what he's doing or what his motives are at this point. Literally no way at all. The only thing that I can say about Novartis from the brief time that you see him in the Crossbells is that the only thing he cares about is his weapons development, and he doesn't seem attached to the Grandmaster and thinks the idea of freedom for Ouroboros agents is kind of counterproductive.
Right.
And doesn't mind saying so. So, if we're right, he could be a double agent. He could actually have defected to Osborn. He could never have really been a member of Ouroboros. Who the heck knows? But seems like that might be the case, and wouldn't that be crazy if Elisa's dad is an Anguist? Because Elisa's dad is going to be extremely important.
All right, Daymon, shut up. We got a boss fight to handle.
All right, fine, I'm done. Let's go kill things.
Woo!
Well, it'll probably be a robot. I guess you can't kill a robot. It's not alive.
Technicalities. A dead end? No, I imagine we've reached our destination.
I think you're right. Keep your head on a swivel. Something horrible is going to appear, and there's no reason it can't appear behind us. Or in front, like it always does. Wait a minute. What the heck? Why you busted out fiends and alchemical monsters and junk? A monster? Wait, that's a cryptid.
Wait, what?
It's the same type as the one from before, but a much higher grade.
I thought the first thing that we fought was a fiend. That's not all. Look around us. Something's up.
The higher elements are moving.
What?
George! You said you turned the difficulty way up. What did you do?
I turned the difficulty way up.
How are you guys getting a hold of this stuff?
Okay, yeah, this is not how I set things up. Professor, what's going on? I tinkered with the settings a bit to make the test a little more interesting. Now that Schwarzer's unlocked his powers and I've got a read on the new edition, I figured I'd change things up a bit.
Are you getting bitter over losing, Schmidt?
Oh, come on! Now you're being ridiculous! I'm picking up anomalous readings. Please be careful, everyone.
What do you mean anomalous readings? What's this stuff doing outside of the settings?
I can't believe this guy. He's really gone overboard this time. It's all the same to me. All we gotta do is beat up whatever comes at us, right? Instructor, please consider this our Class 7 aptitude test.
Will do. All right, Class 7, I, Rain Schwarzer, with my new powers, will run to the back and yell divine song at you. The rest of you, take that thing out.
What a passionate foe.
I'll just start with a chrono drive. Oliphemus. Oh, how convenient. He's 200 to Earth and 140 to time. I have Cavalry Edge and Gravion Hammer.
All right then, I suppose this fight won't take very long.
But how the heck did he summon a frickin' cryptid?
Well, I'm sure if you understand the overlying principles of where cryptids come from, you could summon one yourself.
I'm sure you can, but Schmidt just tinkers with the settings and summons one
Yeah,
and powers it up?
He's G. Schmidt, punk.
But if Schmidt understands the underlying principles of where cryptids come from, why doesn't he tell us?
Has anyone asked him?
I'd like to think that Tina or George has. I'd like to think that. That's bad. Well, I'm glad I had Ash get the chrono drive off.
I know I like to think of myself as a cool dude, but this is ridiculous.
Resonate! Divine Song Formation!
Oh, I'll stop spamming arts teams eventually. I'm just enjoying being able to do it for now.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise it's just like crescent slash, cross break, rain slash, over and over and over. Poor Babby, eat this.
Yeah.
That's not a hammer, that's Gravion Nail.
Sure wish I had regalia.
Want to make the
God!
joke?
9,000! Alright.
Heal our wounds. Sephiral Rain. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, this fight's going about as expected.
Do you like how it was all, oh no, it's a cryptid fiendy monster! How does he do? And then just, exterminating it.
He's already almost halfway dead.
Well, I'm sure horrible things will happen and he'll start healing or something, but...
Huh. Hey, you! Rest in peace! Yeah!
I'll take
it's
it.
mine!
Now.
Darn, I was hoping I'd get Nightmare to go off. He's actually only 20 to it, so theoretically possible.
Divine Song Formation!
Resonate, Gravion Hammer Spam Formation.
Well, may not be able to cast it again.
Oh yeah, good point. Ugh.
Hey, you hit. Good job.
I shall go.
Oh, how convenient. 30% AP heal and a 3 brave point turn coming. Whatever.
What is this?
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Daymon, you are going to break this thing before it gets another turn. You are! Don't tell me you aren't!
No, I won't, actually.
I don't believe you!
Well, it's only 100 to water, and I don't think a cavalry edge will actually get rid of it. It probably won't get well, it'll probably enhance before I can break it, which kind of sucks, I guess.
There!
Okay.
Very
You
well.
were, saying, Daymon.
Now, I was planning on... I was planning on re-upping Fortuna with Kurt, but when I see that break, there's no way I can do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and...
Must you insult it further?
Yeah.
Strike!
Bam!
It's my turn.
Okay, that's the fight.
Ridiculous. Oh, Professor Schmidt, you made it too hard. Oh, just kill him. End my suffering.
It's so funny.
Activate Fragorok. Destroy. There. Keep it up.
My turn.
Finishing blow was almost within range. I just want you to understand that, Daymon.
Oh, okay.
You're mine!
You're so pathetic.
Got no time to waste.
Good job, Class 7. Seriously, you killed it to death. Is it finally over? Finally? One should hope so after all that. For goodness sake, what a joke.
You say, Ash, you both okay? Who do you think you're talking to? Seriously here, that was such a joke. What a nightmarish beast that cryptid was.
Well, it died to Cavalry Edge, just like...
Everything else.
Yeah.
I'm afraid my legs gave out beneath me, but you can carry me back, right, instructor?
You're fine.
In fact, you're standing right now.
The spirit of the old Class 7 lives on. It's good to have students I can count on.
Hey, Reen, looks like everyone's still in one piece. Whew, that's a relief. Perhaps these hatchlings really are taking flight. In any case, the level 3 trial is now complete. Return here whenever you like.
Try harder next time, Schmidt.
Don't tempt me. Hey, Professor?
And away he goes.
This again? Can't he just accept the loss?
I've given up on frustration at this point. It's only wasted energy. Speaking of energy, we really didn't use very much to destroy that cryptid, did we?
Tell Altina that with her like 40 EP left.
Yeah, but the enemy is dead.
That's true.
I still don't know how he managed to control 3 higher elements. Seriously, what's this old man hiding? Hasn't anybody asked him why he can do these things?
Do you really think he'd answer if he wanted to?
It must be something. It feels like there's more at play here than just technology.
Seems like there's a dimensional distortion in this corner of the keep.
Was it here when the keep was built, or did you put it here?
It's not on the scale of the spirit shrines, but the higher elements are definitely in play here. And it seems like he can control them with the opening and closing of the barriers.
What? Well, that's something. My God, that man really is the greatest scientist in the world. There's no possible way. Who is he? Perhaps he established the keep here.
Precisely because of this place's special properties.
Why was there a random dimensional distortion at this location? Was there a spirit shrine here?
Well, the old schoolhouse.
Is in a different city on the other side of the capital.
Well, right, but it's just like there was
That-
a spot there when Thors was founded.
That was established in the Age of Myth by the well, okay, maybe not the Age of Myth, but in any case, it was established by Dreichels.
God damn it! Great! There's someone here even crazier than the principal!
Well, that's a worry for another day, even though I'd really like to know the answer now. Good work, everyone. Considering that it was the first mission for the freshly reborn Class 7, I'd say you did very well.
I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like we've improved.
Agreed. I really felt the results of my daily training today.
It seems we've managed to clear your aptitude test, instructor.
Well, it didn't bore me, that's something. I do hope that you'll invite us along for another one of these tests.
Count on it. And Celine, thank you.
Well, whatever. You all worked hard too.
All right, we'll see you guys by the entrance. Thank you for your work. Please come back safely.
Looking forward to next time, Professor.
Good work, everyone.
Huh?
Oh, it's you. It seems like you finished your trial without incident.
Elise and Toa, what are you two doing here? Where's Professor Schmidt? Is he still sulking somewhere?
Now you're surprised I'm not here! Oh, he already went back to the research building to compile his data.
I'm here for what you promised me, Reen. You haven't forgotten, have you?
Gotta have a big old meal.
Yeah.
Of course not. I told you we'd have lunch together, and that's what we'll do.
Wow, it's already lunchtime?
It's easy to lose track of time down there, and for goodness sake, these free day episodes are so long. It's been like morning for 3 episodes. Or 4.
Sorry the trial was so easy this time.
Now that I think of it, my stomach feels empty. I require recharge.
Something smells heavenly. Elise, did you perhaps...
Yes. In fact, I had Toa and Tita help me prepare some boxed lunches.
How about we all have a picnic together, everyone?
There is so much very friendly bonding and associating together that is going on in this free day. Everything is going to go crazy when it's done. It's like there's just too much peace.
Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, this is amazing. Agreed. It's so colorful, it's quite pleasing to the eye.
Grub's grub.
Well, that's kind of where I am.
And it's all just so tasty, it's like my stress is being blown away.
I'm glad you enjoy it so much.
The 3 of us worked really hard making them. I only helped with the prep work in the morning. But we made one for the professor, too. What should we do about his?
Feed it to George.
We can just get it to him later. I'm sure he'll eat it between his experiments. Oh man, this fried chicken is so crispy on the outside and nice and juicy on the inside. It's incredible.
Chew with your mouth closed and don't talk while your mouth is full.
The omelet is pretty good too, and it's got this unique flavor I can't quite place. We use some soup stock to flavor it.
The recipe for it is from the East. I got it from a friend of our family.
As in Yoon Ka-Fai.
Right.
If you'd like, I can teach it to you.
For real? I'm always up for expanding my cooking arsenal.
High-level girl conversation detected. Own action unsure.
We best not fall behind.
Own action unsure!
Someday I shall create a beautiful lunch brimming with love for Instructor Reen.
Reen? Do you not like it, perhaps?
Oh, no, it's amazing. It just made me feel a little nostalgic. Like I was back home with Mom and Dad for a moment.
Oh. Well, of course. I used Schwarzer family seasonings, after all. Please eat to your heart's and stomach's content.
Well, if you say so, how can I refuse? And I love Celine just...
They're totally in their own little world.
Actually, the way that Celine eats is pretty much how I eat.
It seems Elise will be the biggest obstacle I must overcome.
This fish isn't too bad either.
Just the way she likes it, raw.
Bones. You were looking at me like that in the keep, too. Is there a problem, kid? If you got something to say, spit it out already.
Cat fight, cat fight.
Well, you know, Elise. Altina was, I don't even know who I'm talking about. Ash right there is... Altina was so concerned about her role as supporting Reen being taken away. Also, This is kind of a cute frame on screen, isn't it?
No. Watching you and Instructor Reen earlier made me feel uneasy. But I'm not getting that feeling anymore. You mean... I guess he really has changed, at least a little. It's nice that I don't have to worry so much about him losing control of his power, but he still takes on more work than he should. So he'll probably need as much help as you and the others can give him.
Ah, wisdom.
Understood.
The hell just happened? Oh, not bad.
What is wrong with you people? Can't you eat like human beings? The taste of a homemade meal. I suppose it's been a while.
What's the matter? You miss your mama's cooking?
Yeah, and so do you rat.
Your family's in Heimdall, right? Why not just visit whenever you want?
Being on my own is another kind of training. I can't keep relying on them all the time. Surely you too missed a taste of home after being away for 3 months. He probably doesn't have much of a home.
Yeah, I guess. My mom's cooking was kind of crappy, but I guess I miss not having it.
Oh?
Anyway, this ain't gonna be enough to fill me up. Well, look what I found! Some extra unguarded sandwiches!
I will take off your hands. No, you don't! I can't let my guard down around you for a second.
We have plenty of extras, so please eat as much as you like.
Yeah, but I want his food. Nice! Let me at him!
This reminds me of, I think it was a Far Side cartoon, though maybe it wasn't. It was some dogs wearing ties and suits sitting in restaurants saying, "It's not enough that the dogs must win, the cats must also fail."
Save some for the rest of us, okay?
And then a giant invasion of Ouroboros destroyed the campus, crushing this piece forever.
The hell?
That's what these scenes make me think of!
Afterwards, they cleaned up their picnic and each of them went their own way. After paying a visit to Professor Schmidt, Reen walked George to the station, where his train back to Ruhr was waiting. Wow, you're really not sticking around, man? Take care, George. Sorry I couldn't give you a better reception.
Nonsense. Well, not only did you treat me to lunch, I got to meet the members of the new Class 7.
Plus, I thicked a cryptid on you. Not intentionally, but you know.
Not only that, but he gave us some very important information.
I'll let you know if I can dig up anything about the Black Workshop.
Please do.
I mentioned it to the professor, too, so he might have some info for you eventually.
I have information for them now, but I'm not telling them.
Apparently.
Thanks a million. That man reverse engineered the Divine Knights to make the Panzer Soldats. There's no way he doesn't have some connection to the workshop, right? But even if he does know something, like Billy's been saying, there's no guarantee he'd tell us.
Yeah, it's kind of worrying. The professor aside, you've got a rough road ahead of you, but I know you'll be able to overcome everything that comes your way, Reen. You too, of course, Toa.
Man, it's so sad. This means that we can't take George to Ortis to meet Angie.
He might be there on his own. You know, coincidentally.
Coincidentally. Like how Angie coincidentally showed up at Thor's.
Right. So, will you be joining the Institute of Technology as soon as you get back to Ruhr?
Yeah, but that's not all I'll be doing. I plan to reach out to our classmates from Thors. Well, except Angie, anyway.
Oh yeah?
She's touring the continent on her motorcycle now, isn't she?
Ah, if only she was carrying some sort of portable communication that you could instantly connect to her with.
She sure likes to live on the wild side.
I'm sure Angie will be back before we know it. Once she's around again, the three of us should get together.
For sure. Well, I gotta get going now. I'll see you next time, Elise. You too, Celine.
I'm actually kind of sad that he's not going to be sticking around.
Me too.
Oh yes, certainly. Make sure you don't eat too many sweets. I know you think it makes your brain overcharge, but that's not all it overcharges.
I'll see what I can do. All right, later, guys.
He's not fat!
I miss him already.
He's still in Erebonia, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to see him again. Until then, let's work just as hard as he is.
Yeah, can do. Elise, Celine, you two can take this afternoon to relax. I believe I will. You two need to attend that briefing or whatever it was, right? Isn't this normally the part in the free days where this happens? Well, try not to get too bored and fall asleep.
Well, he's not a cat, so it should be easy.
Oh, really? Almost as if the constant scenes with Schmidt and the engineers have been important and leading up to something.
Hamilton was too busy and declined?
Declined what?
I wonder what he's up to.
As you can see from the handout, the next location for our field exercises will be Western Lamar.
Of course. This will be very interesting. We've never seen it. We've never been here. We've just heard about it for 2.5 games prior to this.
The nearest city will be the port city Ortis. That said, we will be farther from civilization this time than prior exercises. In addition, our designated area this time will extend as far east as Raquel.
I see. From Raquel to Ortis, huh? I'm no stranger to either of those places. That makes sense. Raquel, at least, seems like a very Randy-like location.
It's going to be a really wide range this time.
Oh, and we'll be near my former palace. The palace? Oh, you mean Juno Naval Fortress, right?
That was the Noble Alliance's headquarters during the Civil War, right?
That's correct. When the war ended, I found myself there with Wallace and 50,000 hungry soldiers. I considered making a last stand there, but news of the Northern War reached me. I did some negotiating, and that's how I became a lapdog of the government. Is that really something you can blurt out like that?
Ahem! Principal Le Guin, you may wish to keep your commentary to yourself.
Why should I? You never keep your commentary to yourself, Major. Technically, I am in charge, right? Oh, maybe I'm not.
You all may already be aware, but there is a reason this was decided upon as the location. All of the highest-ranking nobles will be gathered there for a conference.
I wonder if Aurelia is going to go. She may not really be allowed to.
That's a good question. She's a high-ranking noble, right?
Well, yes, but she's not part of the 4 great houses.
Fair point.
Also, for more than the obvious reasons, I'm glad that she didn't decide to make a dramatic last stand. There was no legitimacy to the war by that point.
Yeah.
Like, it just would have been utterly meaningless.
The Imperial Provincial Council, right?
By that time, it was obvious that all it was a power grab from Cayenne and manipulation from Ouroboros.
I heard it was going to be held in Ortis this year.
Will you be attending too, Principal Le Guin? Of course he would ask. Up to 2 years ago, I had regularly attended the conference as the Countess Le Guin. However, I've since pulled away from the political front lines, or been pulled away perhaps, so I don't plan to attend this year. You and the students will have to bring honor to our school without my or the professor's help.
Well, they've been doing just fine so far.
Judging from last time, I suspect we'll have another incident. Why are you saying nothing, Major? Are you involved in these incidents?
Surely he would have known that the possibility exists, or that the individuals involved were active in the area.
Oh, unquestionably. All I'm referring to is if he's getting his orders from the Chancellor, then he may be setting up these locations.
That's what you
know, to... It's like we had said... I'm so articulate today. It's like we had said about the Phantasmal Blaze plan. If both Osborne and Ouroboros are competing to have their robots obtain some sort of special power from battle, both sides need to direct the appropriate players to the appropriate places, and it seems as though the Major is that liaison. Maybe.
Like I said, maybe he'll give me a reason to believe in him one day. It seems likely the Society will make another move.
Well, to be perfectly fair, he doesn't seem very happy about the results of a lot of this stuff, like putting the other students in danger and that sort of thing.
I agree. I definitely do like and respect Michael more than I was expecting that I would, but I can't trust him.
Oh, no, of course not.
Hard to say if they'll just be running another of their experiments or what.
Either way, we should be even more prepared than usual, especially with the gnomes in the picture, too.
They are running another experiment, though. We know that from what we've seen.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Looks like it's not just our students who have gotten all fired up. You've all got a good mindset. This should help us get a leg up on the main campus.
Are we competing with them?
Of course we are.
Really?
Get a leg up?
Principal Le Guin, that's...
Oh, my commentary, I'm sorry. Have you not heard? The main campus will be holding its own field exercises starting this month.
Oh, good.
What? Not just a branch campus?
The Crown Prince has decreed that the main campus shall also assist with the Empire's crisis.
So we definitely have to kick his princely little butt.
Though they'll be in a different location from us, they will depart on the same day. I see, but where could they possibly be headed?
Surely there's no value in Ouroboros going after them. They've just got soul dots. What's the point of matching an ion up to those?
Cedric?
If they were interested in that, they would have kidnapped Alphen at Orcus Tower.
Okay, that's a fair point. All right.
They're much bigger than us. Are they going to use a special train to get there too? One word from a prince's mouth, and bam! That's a tyrannical empire for you. Oh, sorry, Major. We got a lot of commentary going here, huh?
First, this is confidential information. Second, we are getting off track. Again, we will hold our field exercises in Lamar. We will depart Friday night, and the duration will be 4 days. I expect each of you to have the planning documents memorized by tomorrow.
And quit blaspheming the prince or something? Nah, I don't think so. Oh, I can't wait to see the smug look wiped off his face.
So, what are you wearing?
Oh, Major, how bold. Why don't you come down to the training room and find out? Ortis, huh? I saw this coming on account of the conference being held there, the prologue of the game taking place there, and all the personal information and story beats leading there, so no one's surprised. But now that I know for sure, I should get in contact with Eustace. He should have been in attendance at last year's conference too.
Getting in touch with him will be very useful. That doesn't quite work when you're speaking it unless you see how I said it, like useful, with the J at the beginning.
I forgive you, Billy.
Okay.
I should head back to the dorms now, though. Elise is waiting. I've got bonding points to spend. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 quests. I think I remember overhearing Principal Le Guin saying something earlier about wiping a smug look off someone's face. I wonder if she needs help.
Wiping the smug look off his face? I'm hurting in places I didn't even know I had.
Wayne, you look so dead. I suppose that's a result of your training with the principal.
I never thought Principal Le Guin's training would be this tough. But I can tell I was able to get some good exercise. It makes my heart dance to think of the muscle gains I'm going to get. No pain, no gain, and with this amount of pain, the gains should be astronomical.
Wayne,
Yes?
what's up with your collar and your chin?
It hurts so much.
Well, sounds like he was able to get through his training without being petrified. That's good. Despite everything, Wayne's actually a pretty positive person.
I have to be. If not, I'd have died years ago.
I suppose you're right, Wayne. Do try to be careful to not rip open your face on your collar.
I exerted so much energy. I'm so hungry. But tonight is Elise's party. I shouldn't eat till then.
Dude, do something about clipping your chin through your clothes.
I am. clipping my chin through my clothes.
This is not training. This is not training. This is murder.
Training after club, huh? You're a real hard worker, Jessica.
I could say the same thing about you. I saw you swimming by yourself earlier.
Yeah, I was having trouble relaxing. Kept thinking about my time in the fleet as a pirate hunter.
I've also been thinking about the past, but I decided to put all my focus on training instead. I'll do whatever it takes to get stronger.
Good to hear. I'll have to make sure I keep up.
I don't think it counts as keeping up when you're firing an LMG at me. That is not sparring.
Oh, they're rubber bullets. You'll be fine.
I hope. It's not easy training with Leonora. Her bullets can take my head off. Bring it on. I've decided to only look at what lies ahead. It is nice to see these two actually having something.
Yeah. When did Jessica get over things? I like it. Competition makes me stronger.
Now come, let us compete. I will shoot you. Oh, I don't have a problem with the aesthetic of it, but it is kind of funny. Only in Trails do you have high schools where students shoot guns at each other and call it sparring. Major,
Yes?
is there a problem with your face?
No? Is there a problem with your face?
Why do so many people clip their faces through their clothes?
I use a lot of starch when I iron my uniforms.
What are you wearing? Come on.
Any day now, they'll start laying eggs.
Well, when I saw Altina in the garden on the map, this isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
There. All that's left is the coloring.
Look how it's on a grid. For some reason, that actually seems very Altina-like.
I think that's just the texture of the canvas, Daymon.
Oh, are you painting? Is this for art class? The principal assigned us an art-related task.
Because that's what she does.
She said the theme could be anything, yet she will not give me a passing grade, no matter how many I submit. I remain the last one in the class who has not yet completed the task.
Oh, is it really that difficult of an assignment? Well, fortunately, I, as an instructor, have studied painting in my free time so as to help the students, so...
When I think of my next impending failure, my heart feels heavy. Some people are not good at aesthetics. Some people are not good at artistic expression. Why won't she leave me alone? But today is the final deadline for the task, so I must keep painting.
A painting assignment. Well, see if I can't help.
Well, Tina, is it okay if I take a look at your painting when you're done? I might be able to give you some advice before you turn it into the principal. Understood. Please assist me. All I have left to do is color it, so please wait just a little longer.
Altina's probably just doing the exact letter of what she's being told and not actually trying to express herself artistically.
Perhaps, but I also think that that's actually expressing her own, if you'll excuse my pretentiousness, that's actually expressing her own soul, isn't it?
I guess?
Reen watched closely as he waited for Altina to complete her painting.
Complete.
Yeah, well colored.
That looks really good.
What do you think? I believe I have accurately represented the subject matter.
Yeah, see, the painting looks exactly like the graphics used for the plant.
Oh, this is something Daymon is likely going to starkly disagree with here in a few minutes.
There's no doubt it's well made, but looking at it, I don't feel any passion from it. Passion? But I don't really have passion. One of the members of the old Class 7, Gaius, was in the art club. He showed me his paintings from time to time.
Hey.
How you doing?
Every one of his paintings gave me the impression he had this deep passion for painting the subjects that he did. That's why he was able to create art that moved the hearts of everyone who saw it.
Yeah, but if art isn't really her hobby or her passion, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying there. That seems kind of unfair.
And I do have another comment, but I'll wait on it too. I don't have much of an eye for art myself, but I'm guessing that's the reason the principal refuses to give you a passing grade. Passion for painting? If so, then this task is unsuited for a homunculus such as myself. but perhaps not for Milliam.
Milliam would just finger paint something.
Poor Altina, she's just so broken up, and like it seemed like she was getting a lot better for a while, but lately,
Well, she's been having to deal with a lot more high concept social stuff now.
even worrying about Reen. She's so sad and envious of what she feels she clearly doesn't have, and it really actually makes me feel bad for her. Altina, it's fine. Emotion is not something that comes pre-installed in Oz series units. Milliam is the irregular among us.
How many more of you are there?
It's not unusual for normal humans to have things they don't excel at, so me not getting credit for art class is about to get me slapped in the face. Altina, huh? I don't think you don't have emotions. You're always so smug, if nothing else. After all, you're feeling jealous of Milliam right now, aren't you?
Exactly.
So paint a green painting full of envy and the awareness of your own emptiness and the desire to be something that you are not. That is healthy expression.
That isn't. And since you've got emotions, you have everything you need for this assignment. There's no need to think too hard about it. All you need to do is draw something you want to draw. What's something you feel you want to draw from the bottom of your heart? Don't say me, please. What I want to draw.
Yep.
Uh-huh. I told you not to say me.
She did. She pointed.
That point is adorable.
You want to draw me?
No, the tree behind you.
That was the immediate answer I reached to that question. Is it not okay to do so? Well, of course it's okay. But if you're gonna paint me, be sure to make me look cool. Understood. I will do my best.
I will paint snow and all sorts of other things to make you look cold.
I actually feel like Altina's expression, both in her singing and in that painting right there, there's something kind of like
Primal?
pure and simple, pure, I like, about actually painting what you see. If she doesn't have much experience with art or thinking about things in a way that is more normal,
Right.
isn't seeing and expressing what is there kind of like seeing what she sees as her attempting to find an artistic expression starts with that type of purity of what she sees,
I agree
seeing
with
things
that.
like the way they are. I think that's really underrated. And so, Reen modeled for Altina's painting.
Why aren't you drawing my glasses?
As she painted, her brush moved several times faster than it did when she was painting the flower. After she had finished, she went straight to Aurelia to submit her painting.
And now to tease Reed.
Huh. You pass. Huh? Really?
I wonder if this was her plan all along.
But of course, I could tell at a glance. This drawing is leagues ahead of any of the ones you've submitted prior. Your submission was a little late, but I'll let it slide this time. You've grown a lot, Orion. Of course, what she's doing is she's pushing her at a weak point.
I know.
Thank you. You're a bit overprotective, wouldn't you say? I heard you were giving rifle lessons to Muse? Sorry. Well, that was surprisingly easy. It was almost anticlimactic.
I know, reminds you of Einhel Keep, doesn't it?
That's horrible!
Well, the picture was just that good. Nice job, Altina. You as well, Instructor Reen. Thank you very much for your help. You're welcome.
Well, this is embarrassing.
But Reen should be used to it, I guess.
Ah, Frankie, hard at work. I will have you clean the entire exterior of the campus within 1 hour. Of course, if I find any deficiencies, I will have you start from the beginning.
Celestin is very hard on Frankie.
Loud interjections! 2 points deducted! Begin anew! If you run out of points, your life is forfeit!
Hey, Butler! Quest Guy was threatening to kill Frankie before it was cool. Quest Guy guess he hipster now. Since Quest Guy is a hipster now, he guesses he will eat avocado toast and drink overpriced lattes.
What? Any good teacher must start with the basics.
Like instilling fear in the people you are teaching.
Via my fists, if necessary. But rest assured, I shan't be lax in my role as his advisor. Why does it sound so scary when he says that? Master Reen, given that your next field exercise camp will be in Lamar, should you meet with Master Patrick, I would ask that you send him my warmest regards. I absolutely will.
Aw, too bad he can't come with us.
Man, George can't come, Celestin can't come, what about a party? It's been a while since I've seen Patrick. Hope he's doing well. But it's Patrick, he's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you plan on reading all 5 of these before you leave, Ash?
I might be. What's it to you?
Hey, Ash, is the literature club still in session?
Yeah, it's over. Tatiana went home too. Even if I went back, I'd get bored, so I'm just reading some books.
Oh, he's got a lot of books. I'm sure you're tired from the keep, so don't stay too late.
Yeah, just don't get in the way of my reading.
Ash learning things on his own is clearly what he likes to do.
Yeah.
The sunset's lights pouring in, and it seems like a good spot to read.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Too late, I already did. If it's okay with you, can I read some of these books? I'd love to see what sort of material you're working on.
Didn't I just say not to bother me?
I don't need to sit right next to you. You finished some of these, right? I'm just curious, quite seriously I am too, about what type of books you like to read, but only if it's okay with you.
Fine. Those are the ones I'm done with. Help yourself.
This just reminds me of having to consume a lot of books for college. Like, you don't actually read the whole things. I mean, a novel is different.
Right.
When you're reading something academically, at least, or trying to learn something from it, you really just read the introduction, maybe the first chapter, and then the conclusion, and then you go to the parts that are interested in. That will get you the main idea, and if you want or need to investigate it further, well, you've got the book. But it's amazing how much progress you can make and how much you actually take in by effectively skimming. But that's something you have to learn how to do. It reminds me of the class that I learned to do that in. The professor made it very clear that literally none of the material he lectured on was going to be on the test. And there were 2 grades in that class, a midterm and a final. Each of them was a question. He didn't tell you what the question was.
I see.
And he expected you to do your own reading, and he said probably if you do about 3 or 4 books a week, you should be good. It was actually kind of brutal, and I am the only person who got an A on both tests.
You done bragging or you gonna read?
I'm gonna read! And so Reen picked out some books to read, and started reading them in the same room.
This is the kind of interaction I want with you. One where we don't talk.
Man, those are some tough reads, but I really got into them.
Dang.
Ash, you really read a wide variety of books, don't you? Literature, mystery novels, I even spy a collection of poems over there.
Hey, they give you a bonus to your speed and evade. Well, I'll read any book I see. I won't know if I'll like a book until I read it. Even if it's boring, I'm sure I'll still gain something out of it.
Well said! Well said! Even if he doesn't like it, if he's committed to checking it out, he checks the darn thing out.
And this one's done too. It was decent.
You read really fast. I never would have guessed you read this much.
I'm in a literature club.
Well, that's why he's in the literature club.
It's just a habit of mine. I always read a lot of books. She wasn't educated, so whenever she got any books, she'd bring them to me with this huge grin on her face. I always thought she should read a recipe book to improve her cooking.
Are you talking about your mother?
Oh crap, are we bonding?
We are.
Oh no.
You don't usually talk about your family. This is literally the second thing I've ever heard about it.
It's no big deal. I said don't bother me, so stop talking to me like that.
I'd like to talk to him more, but I'm pretty sure he'll threaten me if I do. Oh, the Modern Music Club's going.
What the?
That sound! It was an electric guitar! No, 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 no! These lyrics destroy the melody! We haven't shown any of it, but the Modern Music Club has been going through crisis trying to come up with the lyrics for their song.
Yeah.
Even though Valerie has already come up with a tune. You have to, feel the burning soul of trains! Rock! 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 There's only one rock, not two of them.
You do know that you aren't really helping at all, right?
This isn't good. We need to decide on the lyrics or we'll never get a song made.
Hey, you guys. I'm trying to read.
Ash? Oh, sorry about that. Bear with just a wee bit longer.
What?
We're discussing what the lyrics should be.
Lyrics?
Ash, don't fight.
Give me that. Ah, you amateurs.
That's awesome. Hey, don't mess about with our lyrics.
Wait a minute. There, now they're good. You can stop bothering me. I fixed your problem, just like the instructor's always going around doing. Aren't you all proud of me?
Oh man, Ash is so great. Really, I like him a lot.
Me too.
Did you really do all that? Oh, now this is burning rock. These lyrics are brilliant.
You just changed a small part of the phrase and it completely changed the feeling.
Guess you're not in the literature club for nothing. Thanks, Ash.
Yeah. Now go play somewhere else.
He reads poetry. What do you want from him? What the? I don't know how to take any of that. Is he a nice guy or a right asshole?
I'm really surprised. I didn't expect he'd help us. Isn't he your roommate, Gustav?
Yeah, he's always backing other people up, even during combat tactics class. Don't try and tell him that, though. He'll get really mad. He may not seem very friendly, but he's actually really reliable. I see. I knew he was skilled from the classes and field exercises, but despite how he acts, he seems to like helping out. Instructor Reed, please take care of Ash. For all of us in combat tactics. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Are you talking me up to people, Gustav?
No, I'm insulting you!
Good. Carry on.
After seeing off the Modern Music Club, Reed returned to the room to continue reading.
Not a word. Why are you smirking like that?
Am I smirking, though? Again, welcome to Class 7, Ash.
What are you talking about?
I'll just leave the conversation at that. Meh! Isn't that what you want? For us to not talk?
Could you not talk so smugly?
And so the two of them enjoyed reading in peace.
I'm gonna get back to reading now. Are we done here? If so, then get lost.
All right, I get it. But hey, maybe we can read together sometime.
As long as you don't bug me, I don't care what you do. But I don't like the idea of you waltzing in here whenever you want. So if you're gonna drop in, bring me some books.
Got it. I can certainly do that.
All right, a deal has been struck. The covenant has been made.
Of course, Fee types like this.
Hey, Reen. Things going okay since Sutherland? I'm going to the eastern part of the Empire on a request from the Guild. Long distance on a train gets kind of boring, though. So have you heard of a shop called Nine Volley?
Oh my, do you know this place?
There's supposed to be one in Leeds, and I want to check it out.
Fee and Jingo will become the best of friends. Jingo will probably, after Fee leaves, think she was the coolest person I've ever met. The only people who can truly understand each other.
It'd be nice if you could show me where it is.
Ah, well, they've always been good to us, and it's easy enough for me to take her there.
All right.
I'm a little worried it might get dangerous, but...
Sup, Reen? Nice to see your face.
Time's flown by, huh? You look wealthy. So you know that shop you messaged me about? There actually is one in Leeds. I know the owner pretty well, so if you've got time, I could bring you there.
Yeah? I don't want to pass that up.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get along with the owner really well, too.
I'm free enough now, so I'll get off at Leeds. Sound okay?
Of course it does. Let's meet at the station. Reen then walked to the station and waited for Fee to arrive. Will it be a match made in heaven or hell?
Yes. Hey, sorry for the wait.
Ah, no problem. Good to see you, Fee. Thanks for coming all this way.
Well, I'll be off again as soon as I'm done with my business. First time I've been here. It's kind of nice. So where's Nine Volley?
It's in the back alley over there. I'll show you. Mind the guard dog. He'll clean a counter at you and tell you things, I guess. Hey, so are you Sylphid? My mama told me about you.
I don't know what she told you, but I guess she must have known the boss.
Of course she knew the boss.
Right.
Why wouldn't she? She knows Red Constellation.
Nice meeting you.
If you're ever nearby, feel free to pop in. I personally recommend some silenced explosive ammo, and we just got some wide-range grenades in, too.
Silenced explosive ammo sounds like a contradiction.
It's
Hi.
really good ammo!
I'll get those and some of those custom parts over there. And, oh, Reen, you mind looking the other way?
It's like you guys are already old friends. But Fee, do you even need those kinds of things for your bracer work?
Well, my Jaeger skills come in handy sometimes, especially for jobs that take me east, which is where I'm heading.
East as in Calvard?
I guess.
Huh. To the east, huh? I get a lot of reports about Jaegers that way. You going that way to check the place out?
Something like that. I need to be well prepared.
Fee.
I mean, she's chasing after Rutger.
Right. But isn't it maybe more likely to find him to the west? We just saw Rutger in Lamar.
We know that, but she doesn't.
After shopping at Nine Volley, Fee still had some time before she had to leave.
I mean, what? Is Ring going to be like, actually, according to the prologue of this chapter?
Okay, fine. So Reen gave her a tour of the branch campus.
Because everyone gets a tour of the branch campus.
Yeah, of course.
So this is Thor's branch campus. It feels a bit different from the main campus, but still nostalgic. Wish I'd have come sooner, then I'd be able to spend more time here.
There's always next time. All right, then. Let me give you a quick tour of the place.
Sounds good.
And Einhel Keep even has one of those pitfall floors that we did, too. Remember you used a grappling hook and looked really cool and were the only person to not fall for it?
Yeah.
And then there was even this time where one of my students landed in another one of my students' boobs.
Oh, that is nostalgic. Oh, a flower bed.
And then this other student who's a silver-haired girl, and oh, you know Altina. Anyway, she was tending the garden just like you were, and...
I'm enjoying the flowers, Reen. Looks like it's well taken care of, despite the lack of staff.
Yeah, the students mostly take care of it, but Celestine's been helping too. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like the gardening club you were part of, though. We don't even have 30 students.
I think that's fine. The plants look well taken care of. Gardening club, huh? Kinda takes me back. Hey, Reen, they look a bit dry now. Can I water them?
Yeah, of course. I'll go get the watering pot. Man, now I really feel like we're back in our days at the main campus. You watering the flowers in the flower bed, and me helping out sometimes.
I could fall asleep on a bench if it would make you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, now all we're missing is Adele and Vivi. Okay, they look a little happier now.
Thanks, Fee. By the way, those twin gun parts earlier, you're gonna use them for your job that takes you out east, right? It seems like it's a job to survey the reports of Jaegers in the area, but do you think...
From the info I've got, it seems the chances are slim. I don't think the boss would let anyone get his trail that easily.
Oh, really? Then why are you actually going through with it?
Well, if there's even a 1% chance, I gotta take it. One of the reasons I joined up with the Bracers was so I could find everyone in Zephyr.
I see. Hey, Fee, I'm gonna tell you this now since I have the opportunity.
Don't push yourself too hard, okay? Haha, typical Reen. I'm okay. I'm not pushing myself, nor do I feel like I'm in a rush. It's true that when I found out the boss was still alive in Sutherland, I felt a sharp sensation deep in my chest.
But the reason you joined the Bracers was...
One of the reasons I joined the Bracers. I think I get the significance behind the Bracers emblem now.
Yeah, she's doing it for real.
Yeah! I don't want to do anything to shame Sarah or Toval, who helped me take the Bracer test, or any of you in Class 7 who gave me the opportunity. So don't worry, Reen. I'm fine.
Fee. Well, it's good to see that you're doing so good. You're right. Sometimes I forget you're 17 now. Now that you're a full-fledged Bracer, I should probably stop treating you like a little kid.
Then stop patting my head.
I am Reen. Reen head pats will flow. Maybe they haven't so much in this game so far, but still.
Doesn't seem like your actions match your words.
Sorry.
That feels nice. It's been a while, so it kind of makes me feel happy.
I think I get it. I'm sure it's not easy working for the Bracer Guild, but just keep taking it one day at a time. Me and everyone else are all rooting for you, and maybe I should have told you that we think that the organization that Rutger and Zephyr are working with is the Black Workshop or the Gnomes or something, but we'll get around to this.
Yeah.
After a short tour of the campus, they returned to the station. I do miss having Fee around. Reen reluctantly said goodbye to her as she boarded the train to Heimdall. Oh, Sydney, Stark. If I remember correctly, Stark is from Jirai, where he learned how to play Blade, use twin pistols, and have an intense hatred of the Chancellor from a man named Armbrust. If I remember correctly. Huh. No, really, hasn't like every time we've talked to Stark just been that for a while?
Yeah. Why is Instructor Reen always surrounded by so many beautiful women? Seeing them up close, both Lindy and Becky are pretty fun.
Mint, too. She's clumsy, but she's cute.
You get me, Stark.
And I heard that sister in the chapel, Rosine, was also one of Instructor Reen's schoolmates.
Yeah, and on top of them, there's all the hotties in the old Class 7. I'm burning with jealousy. That damn Chad needs to backflip onto a landmine already.
Oh, Sydney, that's a bit much, don't you think? I love you too, buddy. Remember that one time I listened to your heart-to-heart and did everything I could to help you out, and now you're telling me to do a backflip on a landmine? Sydney, my boy, watch your back.
There you are, Instructor Reen. You've got 2 whole harems worth of gorgeous women around you at all times. Say something for the rest of us. At least introduce me to your sister. Who knows? The 2 of us could be brothers-in-law one day.
Oh? What was that you said? Why don't you say it one more time?
Nothing. Did the air in here drop 5 degrees?
That's kind of a terrifying smile. Hey, let's talk about Jirai some more.
I never knew Instructor Reen's sister complex was this bad. I'm not gonna give up so easy. Hopefully I can get to know her tonight at dinner and not wind up murdered afterwards.
It's good to hear that you want to get to know her better. But if you've got some ulterior motive, that's a whole nother story. And Sydney was never heard from again.
Tita wants to send gifts to her friends in the borough, but she is worried that she is sending poor gifts. Instructor Reen, will you help her choose some gifts?
Aww, look! It's like having a kitty following me.
That's adorable.
Now, I'm making fun of myself, but you know how Billy and Lollies go.
Oi! See, Stark, he's doing it again. If only I'd talked to her before he did.
You should probably just let it go, Sydney.
Yeah, Agate would just come smashing in through a wall and, cut him in half.
It might take him a week to get here, but... I'm being followed by a Tita!
First, a gift for Ren.
Ren would probably actually like a Kagemaru doll. After all, it's a black cat.
However,
if we want something more mature and like Muse, who's in the tea ceremony club.
And Ren loves tea parties, so why not try tea? I hope we're right.
Next up, a gift for Estelle. Don't know if she'd have the patience to sit down for a book.
Oh, be nice.
Wouldn't it be Vantage Masters?
Now, I want to pick Vantage Masters for everything too, but no, I don't think that's it. Wouldn't it be the scenery of Erebonia? After all, what Tina says is her hobbies are collecting sneakers and fishing.
Good point.
And so this is a way for Estelle to look at places where she could potentially...
What, fish and use her sneakers?
I guess. Woo! It's agate. Oh.
Joshua, Muse seems to know Joshua. Of course she does.
Oh my. Options.
Oh no. I think a stylish knit hat would look good on him.
Even if it is Tina, I don't think sending him a necklace would be appropriate.
Right?
It's not an elegant driving hat.
I doubt it's going to be a colorful cap.
It's either going to be the belt or the knit hat. Here's hoping that my instincts are right and it's the belt. Frankly, I wouldn't mind getting a belt.
I don't know. She didn't respond. Okay, yeah. I don't think that was the right one.
This is the first one of these that we didn't get right on our first go.
I'm going to laugh if it's the color hat. All right, excellent. Woo!
Well, I see a shop icon over an interesting person. Oh, Professor Schmidt. It's rare to see you behind the counter like this.
Schwarzer? Everywhere I have gone, you have been surprised to see me here. First, I was drinking coffee at Reset. Then I was drinking coffee in the cafeteria. You were even surprised to see me in my workshop talking to my disciples. Now, you have the audacity to be surprised to see me in the workshop again? Is there any place I can be that you will not be surprised at?
I didn't realize you had all this rage built up from my random comments expressing surprise to see you in places.
There were some tools I needed to retrieve from my work. But the second I came back here, that blasted niece of Makarov's took it as an invitation to take off.
Wow, she forced workshop duty on Professor Schmidt? Someone's got a death wish.
Yes, she does.
And balls of steel.
If you need adjustments to your orbment, I'll take care of it. But do keep in mind that you'll be taking me away from my research, and that doing so is a disservice to all of humanity.
He's not gonna make this easy, is he? It's a good thing I don't need any adjustments to my orbit right now.
Why do I have to? Don't come back.
That means the episode's over. Now get out of here and don't come back.